in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. At least I hope you have some sun. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, and hopefully your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Along with me, Jonathan Dent. And John, you have no idea how good it feels to say sunny.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, we've gone through a little bit of mess here over the past few days, and there's a lot of folks that would like to get some work done outside. They had a difficult time doing it over the weekend, and now we're looking at water laying in some of the fields. There's some corn out there yet to get. Not all that great of a few days.
Yeah, and I think we should enjoy the sun while we've got it. Looking
no
a
kidding.
ways ahead.
Yeah, no kidding. Temperature is going to warm up. I mean, okay, but I think at this stage of the game, everybody would like to see a little bit of frost, a little bit of firming of the soils, because we do have, as I said, some work that has to be done out there, but we're just not getting it done. And it's pretty much a muddy mess right now. What are we looking at temperature-wise?
Yeah, right now out at the airport, they're looking at 36 degrees. Downtown Midland's looking at 34. Here at Radio Center, we've got 34 degrees, but a northwest breeze is giving us a wind chill of 30 right now. So a little bit chilly out there yet.
Mostly cloudy skies over a number of locations. We finally were able to get rid of whatever snow there was earlier this morning. That's all off to the east. A little bit of drizzle as well. That's also off to the east, finally clearing Port Huron and the eastern portions of the thumb here over the last couple of hours. Precipitation, well, we talked about it. Yes, we got it. Fairly safe to say anywhere from a quarter to a third of an inch. Very common, not only in the Great Lakes Bay area, but areas to the south and east, as well as up north. And couple that with a little bit of snow. Some folks looking at snow depths up north. We are, the last time I took a look here, we didn't have much of anything, obviously, around here. But you get further north, 2, 3, 4 inches, not unusual. The Mayo area right now reporting at least 4 inches of snow. Alpena has 3. Houghton Lake has just under 3. Beulah looking at 4 inches on the ground. Charlevoix 3. East Jordan, where usually they do get a little bit more snow, they have 7 inches as of right now on the ground. And Gaylord is coming in with 9 inches on the ground. They picked up 4 over the last 24 hours. Northport looking at 3. Mayo, as I said, looking at about 4 inches. 5 inches in the Traverse City area. And let me see, Sault Ste. Marie has also got about 5 inches on the ground. We're not going to see much in the way of measurable amount of snow for the next little bit. As Jonathan indicated, we're not looking at a whole lot of sunshine over the next couple of days, but we'll take whatever sun we can get. And by the time the day is all done, we should work our way up to right around 37 degrees. Then as we move into tonight, we'll see some temperatures dropping down below the freezing mark. Very mild over the last couple of days, which if there is any saving grace, that was it. At least overnight, we weren't dropping down into the 20s, but 25 for a low tonight. Watching for a low pressure system over Iowa. That is going to push a little bit of precipitation into the Ohio Valley as we go into the day tomorrow. 36 for a high tomorrow, 24 for a low tomorrow night. The probability of precipitation is not all that great tonight even. We're not really looking at much of a widespread movement of any snow flurry, snow shower activity. And whatever is around tonight is going to taper off very early on Tuesday morning. 36, as I said, 24 for a low tomorrow night. Then on Wednesday, sunshine. We should see a little bit more. 37 for a high, 31 for a low. Lake effect snow will be possible as the system moves out. Then as we approach the weekend, We are going to be looking at some pretty mild temperatures. Thursday, we should work our way up to about 46 for a high. Partly cloudy skies as we go through the day on Thursday after a cloudy start, because on Wednesday night, there is going to be a pretty good chance of seeing some precipitation. But with a low on a Wednesday night of 31, it's not really going to freeze up all that much. Partly cloudy to finish the day off on Thursday, 46 for a high. Upper 30s, 38 degrees for a low on Thursday night. Then on Friday, with plenty of clouds, 52 is going to be our high. 38 for a low on Friday night. Once again, we'll have a chance of seeing some precipitation. And Saturday and Sunday, a major storm is going to be heading east. We're going to keep our eye on it. At this stage of the game, it really doesn't look like a big moisture producer for us, but there is going to be some precipitation in the forecast for both Saturday and Sunday. 42 for a high on Saturday, 38 for a high on Sunday. There is going to be a rain-snow mix moving in on Saturday night and then during the day on Sunday. So just keep one system right after another moving from west to east. Very active pattern. All the way through the 17th of December now, looking further ahead. Where's December going here? We're talking the 17th already.
I know.
Above average on the temperatures. That's what it looks like. Slightly above as far as the moisture goes. Now, what's normal? Well, 38 in the afternoon and 26 at night. That's what's average for this time of the year. 64 is the record high in the state, set back in 1941 and tied in 2012. The record low is 3. That was set back in 1935. The warmest ever, December the 4th, was in 1941. 64 was our high. 44 was our low. And back in 1964, we picked up 5 inches of snow on this date. Now, average for the month of December is just under a foot, about 11.8 inches here in the Great Lakes Bay area. The snowiest ever on record December was set back in 2000, 40 inches of snow.
Really?
And Christmas Day in 2000, we didn't have any snow on the ground.
Really?
Really?
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, pretty wild. So Mother Nature was having a good old time back in 2000, just like she is right now. Sun will set this evening at 5 o'clock, rise tomorrow morning at 7:53, and it looks as though that sunset is going to be right around 4:55 to 5 o'clock now to take us all the way through the remainder of the months and into a good part of January before things finally brighten up.
Well,
just a little bit.
We can expect that.
Yes, we can.
It still takes me by surprise, but we know it's coming.
Yeah. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, who do we have, Jonathan?
We'll be talking with Gary Kaufman from Star of the West. He'll start off our market report for us today. Then we'll head over to Oppenheimer and talk with Doug Klein. All of that's ahead. But first, the weather report today has been brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Our Farm Service Farm Tour kicks off once again in December as we move over to the Saginaw Valley Research and Extension Center, Simplot Grower Solutions, having their annual meeting. That's December the 7th, this coming Thursday, beginning at 8:30 in the morning. A number of featured speakers all morning long. They'll finish up with lunch at 12:30 Bring your RUP card because RUP and MAEAP credits will be available and CCA credits also. For more information, you can get a hold of Sarah. Her telephone number is 989-693-6127, or you can go to sarah.donovan@simplot.com. We say good morning to Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. Gary, how you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning there, Terry. I'm doing well. And yourself?
Hey, not too bad. Sun's out. Life is good.
Yeah, nice to see the sun. Ain't that for sure?
Boy, I guess. Now what happened was we got rid of all that snow, that pesky snow, and now I'm seeing all the leaves that I probably should have picked up here about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, you're not alone, I'm sure. So,
So how are we starting off this week of trading?
well, we got a couple positives on the board. Soybeans are on the negative side, but we got wheat leading the market again today. Wheat's been kind of stellar here the last 3-4 trading days. As we see nice exports coming our way, so that's helped kind of turn around the wheat arena. So right now, as we sit here, cash wheat's up 22, Terry. 580 on the white, 495 on the red. New crop for next year is up 18 at 641 on the white, 561 on the red. Cash in the current crop corn's up 3 at 398. New crop for 24 up 2 at 451. Cash soybeans currently down 4 at 1226, and new crop, let's call it unchanged right now, Terry, at 1202.
Some folks are telling me right now that there's not too much room in the inn for any corn. What's going on right now?
Well, I mean, you look at corn, I mean, we had record rainfall in July, which, caused us to struggle to get the wheat crop off. And then all that nice rain we got during pollination, actually gave us a nice corn yield. But as we've, known, there is some vomitoxin issues in the corn, probably unfortunately the worst we've seen in ever, but we've had it before. But it's manageable, but it's going to be a challenge to find markets that can take it. I mean, you talk about the feed or the ethanol plants, they're limited on what they can take, but we had a nice plentiful bushel amount, but we do have some quality issues that we got to deal with in the corn arena as we try to market this throughout the next calendar year for sure. So,
what about the soybeans, Gary? Pretty good movement there right now?
Yeah, it hasn't been bad. I mean, basically we've seen it go up on some, dry weather conditions in South America, but overnight it seemed to gap lower as they got some beneficial rains in Brazil and Argentina over the weekend. And, futures were down earlier, but they did come back a little bit. But we're seeing some cheaper South American meal values that are slowing down U.S. meal values. So that's led to some fund liquidation. So, at the end of the day, last week, wheat was up 28 for the week, corn was up a penny, and beans were down 3. So it was kind of a quiet week overall, I guess, last week, except for the wheat arena. But moving forward, we're going to continue to watch South America weather. We're going to watch demand on our exports and what's going on in the Black Sea on the wheat for sure. So,
boy, things are really heating up over in the Middle East, aren't they?
Yeah, that too, for sure. So,
Gary, you have a great day.
All right, I will. You do the same. Thanks,
I
Gary.
will. Thank you. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us.
Yes, indeed. The market report today brought to you by the folks at Thumb Bank and Trust. They've been making agricultural loans since 1895. Farming today continues to offer challenges that are very demanding, and Thumb Bank and Trust helps you stay up to date on industry trends and the trends of your operation. Thumb Bank and Trust, now with 13 locations throughout the Thumb and in the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank and Trust, where relationships are built on trust. The market report also brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline, where the seasons are changing, and so is the new Ram truck inventory. 2023 HDs are still coming in, and the 2024 1500s are arriving. So if you're in the market for a new Ram 1500, a Ram heavy-duty pickup, a ProMaster van, or a Ram commercial truck, and you want to know to buy with confidence from a Business Link dealer that knows what customer satisfaction truly is. Well, it's time to go to Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where family and service sells cars. We say good morning to Doug Klein. Doug, how are we starting out this week?
Well, interesting, no doubt. There's some profit taking on the stock market after hitting new highs last Friday, so that's something.
I think it's always interesting with you.
Yeah. Well, here's something interesting you'll like. The Russian billionaires have made $40 billion since the sanctions took place on Russia. So you can bet your last dollar who they're going to be voting for next November.
Wow.
There you go. Bitcoin hit 41,000 today. That's a 19-month high. Interesting that money is being converted into such a speculative investment. Also, gold hit a new high, $2,130 an ounce. It's down right now, but that's a record high. What else? Coinbase and Grayscale both hit new highs. Those are companies that are related to Bitcoin. They're trading platforms for Bitcoin and those markets. IBM hit another new high today. We've been talking about that for a few days. What else? Oh, uranium hit a new high today. The uranium index that I sort of follow along. So that's kind of interesting that they're looking at that source of energy for whatever they're looking at for. On the new low side, the China index hit a 5-year low today. So that's interesting. The money is leaving China, as we mentioned last week, trying to get out of there before the communism gets worse there. And also natural gas at a new low. So, that goes back into the weather that we're seeing for the last few days and the next few weeks. So that's what's going on. And here's your numbers. The March corn is 487, up 2 1/4. July corn 508, up 2. March soybeans 1340, down 5 1/2. July soybeans 1362, down a nickel. The March wheat is 623, up 20 1/4, and July wheat 645, up 16 3/4. Crude oil pretty flat, 73.85, down 40 cents. Heating oil is 268.31, up 2 cents. Gasoline, $2.1365, up a penny and a half, and I don't know where they came up with that 30-cent price jump at the pump, but I don't know. That seems like somebody pulled it out of their hat. Natural gas is 268 1/4. That's down 13 1/4 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.35.43 Canadian. That's up 46 ticks. The dollar buys 147.14 yen. That's up 33 ticks. The euro's at 108.20, down 61 ticks, and the dollar's at 103.72, up 46 ticks. Gold's at $20.24.90, down $46.10. That's a $100 swing in the last 24 hours. Silver's at $24.45. That's down $1.05, and again, that's got to be let's see, the high was $25.93, and now it's $24.45. So that's about a $1.50 swing in the last 24 hours. Down $1.05 on the day, and platinum's at $922.50. That's down $13.60.
All right.
Pretty wild.
Interesting day.
Yes, it is.
There you go. Talk to you again.
All righty.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Standing by. Who do we have, Jonathan?
Let's head on over to Bay Landscaping and Garden Center now, and that's where we find Jerry Samolsky. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How you doing, Jerry?
Great. Hey, I won the Battle of the Leaves again this weekend. I got mine all cleaned up, got them chewed up, and we're all set to go.
Really?
How about you, Terry?
Not so much. Matter of fact, I was looking for that Bay Landscaping truck to come down the street there.
Well, you just give us a call. We'll be there.
There you go.
But Terry, I just wanted to talk about, we talk a lot about pruning. And I think people go, pruning class, what's all that about? You get your shears out, you make it into a box, a cone, or a ball, and we're done. And that's the exact reason why we have pruning classes and we talk about pruning, because things should probably not be pruned into a box, a ball, or a cone. We choose plants because of the 4 F's: the flower, the fruit, the foliage, and the fall color. So, and form as well. So we want to look at form. We look at plants 6 months a year with their winter form. So if they're pruned horribly, we have a horrible view for 6 months. So, and by the way, you'll have better fruit, better flower if you prune them correctly. So I'll talk this week a little bit more about pruning and its importance and why, but pruning is more than just getting out the head shears and making it into a geometric form.
Good suggestion. Jerry, we'll look forward to it. You have a great day, all right?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. We're going to take a quick break, and then who do we have, Jonathan?
We'll be talking with Vic Hupfer from Freeland Bean and Grain right after this.
Like you, we never settle. There's more sugar, in fact, better sugar in every seed we sell. For more than a century, we put innovation to work in the service of growers who plant Crystal brand sugar beet seed. With varieties developed especially for your growing area, you can be confident your success is always our top priority. This season, and for seasons to come, choose a seed partner who shares your priorities.
This is Jeff Karst, your ACH Seeds independent sales agent. Our 2024 lineup is looking great. We have 5 new CR Plus varieties, including 2 that have been in nematode tolerance. This next generation of Crystal sugar beet varieties provides even better sugar content and the full spectrum of defensive traits you need. The field-proven advantages of the CR Plus trait continue to allow confidence of good disease control with fewer trips across the field. I look forward to hearing from you and working toward continued success. Thanks again for partnering with ACH Seeds.
ACH Seeds, growing with you.
We invented short stature corn. Then we perfected it. Years of genetic research helped us refine a new approach to plant structure that offers durability and yield performance. These one-of-a-kind hybrids are derived from the latest, most superior corn genetics from one of the industry's largest corn breeding programs. For maximum season-long performance, choose our exclusive short stature MX Series corn by Stein. Stein has yield, 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
If you need tree trimming, how about tree removal? Well, then you need Legendary Tree Care. No job too big, no job too small. They're fully licensed and insured, and they specialize in big projects. LegendaryTreeCare.com, or like them on Facebook. They're there when you need them. We say good morning to Vic Hupfer over at Freeland Bean and Grain. And Vic, we talked a little bit earlier about harvest and how difficult it is. We've got a little corn out there yet, don't we?
Yeah. As of last week, they said Michigan had 21% of the corn crop in the field. I don't think there was a tremendous amount of harvesting since last week with the weather that we had. But I think guys are going to get it whenever they can. Unfortunately, the big problem that we're running into is storage. Every elevator round is full. As far down to the border as you go, and that's creating big challenges for farmers for operators with product in the field.
Now, at this stage of the game, I'm sure a lot of guys are looking forward to 2024, looking at seed availability, those sorts of things, fertilizer availability, locking in prices. What are you suggesting right now, Vic?
Well, I mean, with grain prices continuing to stay down, it's put a lot of pressure on the fertilizer market, and it's lowered prices down dramatically. There's a couple of commodities that we're looking that haven't really settled back in yet, but it's still a little bit early. If guys are going to spend money before the first year, seed is always a recommended thing to look at purchasing. I don't see any shortages in the market as far as pesticides are concerned. It seems like we've got a pretty good supply of everything out there that we're looking at. Glyphosate prices have come down tremendously, brought Roundup prices down under $20 a gallon, well under $20 a gallon, which is a pleasant surprise to see. And a lot of other pesticides from pricing I'm seeing are coming down as well. It's the best time to purchase your products and get them bought. It guarantees you to have those commodities when you need them, whether they're stored here at the elevator or they're in your barn at home. But the one thing that I would stress to mention is if you want certain seed varieties, get them ordered early to make sure you get the seed sizes that you want and what you need, so you're not scrambling around looking for that later on.
And you handle the Dairyland seed products, Vic?
Yes, we do. And Dairyland has, I'm almost certain it's a 12% cash discount through the end of the year.
All right. And again, as far as the fertilizer goes, best recommendation is talk to you and find out
Yep.
what is available and what kind of pricing you can get right now.
Yes, availability is not really too much of a problem on fertilizers. We haven't seen any shortages in that regard yet. But like I said, it's one of those things where if guys want the best pricing, this is probably as good a time as any.
Vic, how do we get a hold of you?
You can reach me at my cell phone, which works really well. My number is 989-737-2237. And I do monitor my email, which is victorh@2237@yahoo.com.
Very good. Vic, you have a great day. Stay dry.
Yep, you too. Thanks, Terry.
You bet. Vic Huffer with Freeland Bean and Grain. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Ed Raymond and Sons. Quality clothing and shoes since 1919. Carhartts, Red Wing shoes and boots, Stormy Cromer accessories, all available. Great Christmas gifts, too. Ed Raymond's, 151 West Broad Street in Chesaning. Back at 12:30 with an update. Well, we conclude with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW,